It's time to unravel the tangled threads of a case that shook the small town of Wert County in Ohio. A tale of crimes so heinous, they left a community reeling. Welcome to the story of State vs. Craigmarks. In the summer of 2017, a local man was arrested on multiple counts of extortion, and his life would never be the same. The state's case against him would take several twists and turns, but one thing remained constant: the pursuit of justice. As we delve into this case, it's essential to remember that the verdict and findings are not without controversy. In Ohio courts, the lines between right and wrong can be blurry. But let's explore what happened from the beginning. Craigmarks was a man with a troubled past, haunted by demons that would eventually surface in the form of heinous crimes. The authorities suspected him of extortion, but as we'll see, the case wasn't just about one act of malice, it was a web of deceit and manipulation. The trial court's decision to join multiple offenses under one set of charges has sparked debate among legal experts. Citing Crim.R. 14, which governs joinder in criminal cases, the court ruled that the evidence connecting each crime was distinct and simple enough to warrant a single trial. This move allowed the prosecution to present a cohesive narrative, weaving together seemingly disparate acts into a unified tapestry of wrongdoing. But did this approach compromise the integrity of the case? Only the courts can say for certain. Now, some might argue that joining multiple offenses under one banner is an admission of guilt by association. The defense, however, would counter that the joinder was a strategic decision to strengthen the state's case and simplify the trial process. Whether this approach was wise or not remains a matter of interpretation. Moving forward, we must examine the defendant's motion for change of venue. Venue. A motion like this is often filed when a defendant believes that their location could influence the outcome of the trial. In Mark's case, he argued that the community would be too close to his family and friends, making it difficult for him to receive a fair trial. The court denied this motion, citing the precedent set by previous cases where similar motions had been granted or denied without prejudice. The decision likely rested on the weight of evidence and the strength of the prosecution's case. The core of the case revolves around the charges of extortion, which carried significant penalties. As we explore these allegations, it becomes clear that Marks was accused of manipulating situations to his advantage, exploiting those around him for personal gain. However, was there enough evidence to support these claims? The verdict ultimately rested on the court's determination of the defendant's guilt or innocence. In this particular instance, the prosecution presented a strong case, with sufficient evidence linking Marks to each crime. The Ohio Supreme Court ruled that the trial court did not abuse its discretion in denying the defendant's motion for change of venue and that his convictions were supported by the weight and sufficiency of the evidence. Furthermore, it was determined that the jury instructions, while potentially flawed, did not warrant plain error relief. In conclusion to this intricate case, justice has been served. But the true nature of the trial is a subject for interpretation. As we leave the courtroom behind, one thing remains clear: justice demands accountability, and those who seek to exploit others must face the consequences. Now that you've joined me on this journey through State vs. Craigmarks, I'd love to hear from you. What did you think of the verdict? Do you believe the joinder approach was a strategic move or a questionable decision by the courts? Share your thoughts and join the conversation in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more true crime stories like this one, where justice is served with a healthy dose of caution.